Man, this Vault-Tec experiment is getting out of hand. Welcome home. Every single time I think Fallout 76 and the Fallout 76 situation can't get any worse, Bethesda Game Studios somehow surprises the shit out of us. Turns out that Fallout 76 is now just an utter disaster of a game, and this right here is making me feel like this game is beyond repair. Every single time they seem to do a patch that in theory is really good, it seems to break more than it fixes, which is not a good thing. And on top of that, there's still loads of issues in the game, even though we've gotten a good amount of updates. And with the latest patch 5 and the latest hotfix, seems things have only gotten worse. There are numerous Reddit threads talking about all sorts of different issues. It's not just people coming up with bullshit, it's not a fake hate train. These are very real issues. And we're gonna go through them all here in this video. So first we have a Reddit post from Osprey Man PA saying, PSA. After patch, scrapping all breaks all bulk items in your inventory. Well, they sort of fixed it. Be aware, if you carry some bulk, like I do on your character, you need to scrap manually. To clarify, using scrap all at workbenches scraps all things, including bulk. Bethesda Game Studios even responded, like the official Bethesda Game Studios Reddit account. And if you didn't quite understand, here's another Reddit post from Semino Ledonkey. Lol, now bulk items are auto-scrapped. FML. Can't hit auto-scrap now if you bulk on board. Lost a bunch of plastic just now. So the reason why this is a huge issue is because it costs a lot of plastic in order to bulk items. And now when you auto-scrap using the scrap all function in Fallout 76, it auto-scraps the bulk items so that all that plastic that you use to bulk those items, it just disappears into thin air. It's just wasted material for absolutely no reason. And then you have to rebulk those items. Bethesda thought that they were fixing the situation, but in fact, they just made the situation worse. But that's not it, as Sneak is now ruined with the latest hotfix. We actually have 2 Reddit posts from this, and we also have responses from community managers at Bethesda. So the first one is from Mephisto 17 hours ago saying, wow guys, no kidding. I almost didn't want to believe devs somehow screwed up sneaking. I wanted to believe people were exaggerating. I log in tonight and sneaking is all over the place. At times it's so broken I'm in danger mode and there's no enemies for miles. Then 5 minutes later, see mutants engaging me from a distance while I'm crouched and wearing Garb of Mysteries and sneak specs. Sometimes I'm walking around and I'm detected, but there's no one around. Being a sneak build, I barely played about an hour and I couldn't take how broken it felt. I quit for the night. Valseek, one of the community managers, responded saying, hi, thanks for the reports on this. We have noted a few other threads on this as well, and I'm bringing it up in a meeting this morning. Another post about the stealth bug from Mazin has this to say. Bug. There is definitely a problem with stealth since the last patch. As the title says, I play on Xbox One, and since the latest patch and hotfix, there's definitely something wrong with stealth. Typically, I wouldn't post anything, but I haven't seen it addressed or even talked about much, with other posts just kind of brushing it off. I have 22 agility, 3 perk sneak, escape artist, chameleon mutation, wear the Garb of Mystery with the Eye of Ra, and have only silenced weapons, and I'm constantly stuck in caution, even with 0 enemies around. And if I fire off a few shots even from a huge distance, it throws me into danger. And when it comes to PvP, I can be stealth at maximum range, and owned turrets just open fire right at me from hidden straight to danger. This is a huge noticeable difference since before the patch. For example, I could occasionally bump into an enemy with it only throwing me into caution. And to clarify, I've also unequipped my armor and perks and relogged and re-equipped, etc. to no avail. I wish I could give more info, but I'm not sure on the technical, only the observable. I'd appreciate a response or feedback. Please help this get noticed. Valseek from Bethesda responded saying, hi, I've been collecting reports on this. We'll bring it up for discussion and investigation. Thank you. So they are aware of the issue. But the fact that all these issues are being implemented with patch 5 and the hotfix, I don't understand how so many things can get wrong. And we're not done. It just keeps going. Trust me, this video is going to be like 20 minutes plus long. That's how many new issues there are. Moving on. The weight bug is back. This is from Gumby17 over on Reddit. Well, I noticed that the weight bug has shown itself again. I came in last night, well, in my power armor, I was at 174 out of 220, but my power armor normally is at 230. As I quested, I noticed I never changed from 174, even after picking up a minigun and Pryolator. So I got out of my power armor and showed 275 out of 230. I have Marine Deep Pocket, it should have been 245. When I got back in or restarted, I was back to 174. I was all over the place. It showed me overweight at 210 out of 230, and then it would jump to 265 until I got out of my power armor and then restarted. I hated this bug last time. I also want to note that someone recently commented on my hotfix video saying that they also ran into this bug even before this Reddit post existed, so it is an issue. Valseek from Bethesda also responded saying, "Thank you for your report about this, we're investigating." Again, these are actual issues going on in the game right now, but we're not done. Another bug from someone Kick an Ass posted, "Anyone else getting the open door bug? The game shows the door closed, I tap the button to open the door flings open and then slams shut in your face. Annoying as F." And Valseek from Bethesda responded saying, "Thank you for reporting this, we'll look into it." And the replies just include people saying that they've been running into the same thing, some people even saying it's been a bug since release. I've personally never ran into it, but with this many people reporting it, I'm assuming it's an actual issue. But let's keep moving. Game freezing when you open Pip-Boy upon logging in. So this post comes from Kiwi Brent. "This is seriously annoying and somehow still hasn't been fixed in the latest round of patches. Every time this happens, I have to completely exit the game as leaving the server just ends up in an endless loading screen. I try to remember to open something else up first, like the map, but to still have to do this in the game after weeks is just ridiculous." And this is a confirmed issue, like 100% confirmed, as Valseek responded saying, "Hey, we've been discussing this one internally and investigation is ongoing. I realize this one can be frustrating, but while we work on a fix, some players have been able to avoid this issue by waiting to open the Pip-Boy until the game world is completely loaded in. Hope that helps. We'll be sure to let you know when a fix is ready to roll out for this. Thanks for your report." But we're not done. It just keeps on going. I don't understand how this game is such a disaster. I was rooting for this game to get better, and it feels like that's just never gonna happen, which is so unfortunate. We got another post from Curly Fries. "Is anyone else losing food and water really fast? Maybe that's how it's supposed to be, but I don't have any diseases or mutations, and nothing in my perks seems like it affects food and water. But nearly every 5 minutes of playing, yes, I timed it, I'm getting the pop-up saying I'm parched or starving again. Are there certain foods that you retain longer?" And I just want to point out, I got on the game just the other day after the hotfix in order to take a screenshot for a thumbnail, and within that span of time of me creating that thumbnail, which only took about 5 minutes, I was parched and starving. So this is an actual issue. I don't know what's causing it, but I have noticed this, and I don't think it was from the most recent patch, as I've been experiencing this on and off since launch. So I don't know if it's a new issue or just new people are running into it, or if it's just a really old issue that more people are starting to run into. Bethesda did not respond to this one yet, so we're just gonna move right on. A new huge issue for Fallout 76 comes from Deech1987, corpses disappearing after hotfix. The latest bug I've found after the hotfix is that when I am killing a number of different monsters, their corpses are disappearing upon death, resulting in no loot. Anyone else experiencing this? Valseek responded saying, "Thanks for bringing this up. Investigation into reports about this is ongoing," meaning that there are multiple reports about it. And there are also responses saying that this was likely a problem before the hotfix, as they've ran into the issue before it. So not everyone is blaming it on the hotfix or the latest patch. Some people are just saying it's been an issue since launch. And just more people are starting to run into these bugs the longer that they play. But that is not the last of it. In fact, it actually gets a lot worse. So this next post comes from Kivil, and the title says, "PSA, don't craft mass amounts of weapons to scrap for mods or you get banned." And they include the message that they got from Bethesda. "Greetings, this account has violated the code of conduct and terms of services by exploiting a system issue that results in item duplication. As a result, we have suspended this account indefinitely. If you believe that this account has been flagged in error, please let us know by providing a short description what you were doing that may have resulted in the excessively high rate of item creation. Upon review, we may consider lifting the suspension. Please take a few moments to review our terms of service service and code of conduct. This is what the Reddit user had to say. It appears they don't have a means to tell the difference between legitimately crafting a bunch of items or duping. I know a lot of people have 2 computers and alt accounts that they use to offload scrap, weapons, chems, aid, etc. If you have played since launch, you could easily and legitimately accumulate over 16,000 pounds of scrap on them like I did. I recommend that if you need to clear out a scrap mule due to the recent weight cap limits, bulk your items and sell instead of using the scrap to create items for mods, and perhaps do a reasonable amount at a time. My alt account was banned and all I did was craft a bunch of weapons so that I could scrap them for mods. I'm appealing, but I'm not holding my breath because I've heard they never respond within the 72-hour limit. I know people are going to call me a duper, or maybe not. I think this patch has shook even the most rabid fanboys like myself. Be careful, everyone. Lone Vault Wanderer, a community manager for Bethesda, responded saying, "Hey Kivul, I'm trying to find out what could have happened here with your alternate account. Could you DM me so I can get more info off of you?" And I want to point out this issue has been going on for quite some time. It's been going on for about a month or so, and it's happening to even people that didn't dupe. Some people have legitimate mule accounts. I know people personally that play the game 100% legitimately, but have a mule account that they had thousands of pounds on. Now, whether that's against the terms of service or the code of conduct, I'm not quite too sure, but to me, it doesn't seem like a form of cheating. It's just you're throwing legitimately earned items onto another account. I would love to know your thoughts on that one down in the comment section below. Do you think that this is a form of cheating? Feel free to let me know, as I'm kind of mixed on it. I personally think people should not get banned for this, as it's not like they're cheating. They're not using an exploit or anything like that. They were simply just offloading some of their items onto another account, and they got banned for it. And they aren't the only one. There have been a lot of posts about this, but here's another one for an example. Crafted a few gamma guns to learn mods, got banned, WTF. Today I got a message that my account was suspended indefinitely, and it asked me to explain the excessively high rate of item creation. The only thing I've crafted in weeks has somewhere been between 10 and 20 gamma guns, used super duper and crafted about 10, and it was just a scrap for mods. Then crafted gamma rounds to use it. I'm not a duper, none of my characters are even over the weight limit. How the F is a normal player supposed to know how to navigate all this bullshit to even play? And even I in the past have crafted loads of items on a server, legitimate items, even under the carry weight limit, to the point in which the server started disconnecting for everyone. I was simply just tapping to craft my items, and the server started disconnecting for everyone in the server. And I knew this because I had friends in the server, and all of them started getting massive lag and freezes when I would start crafting. And the way I see Bethesda being able to get around this is add the ability to craft multiple items of the same item at once. And also, if you want to have some sort of cap on it, put a cap on it. Just simply watching and seeing if someone is crafting loads of items is not the way to ban people, as a lot of legitimate people craft a lot of items all at once. I've had times where I'll literally load up my stash and load up my inventory in preparation to craft a load of items all at once because I want to do a huge upgrade all at once to my entire inventory. And if I were to do that now, I'd probably receive a ban. But there is more. Our Chancellor on Reddit posted this. Guess what? On top of all the other things that aren't fixed, the Scorchbeast Queen still fucks off to an unreachable part of the map sometimes. The amount of effort it goes through to launch the nuke and fight the Scorchbeast Queen with literally the entire server just to either get really garbage loot or to have the Scorchbeast Queen literally just fly into oblivion. The fact that issues like this, for the very little amount of endgame content, literally launching nukes on the Scorchbeast Queen, only endgame content in the game, the only endgame content is broken as shit. Volseek even responded to this one saying, "Hello, I've been collecting reports on this and have brought this up for discussion in meetings. Our investigation is ongoing. Thank you for the report." And if the banning didn't seem bad already, a lot of people don't seem to understand what being banned from Fallout 76 actually means. Here is a Reddit post from Matthew486DX. Banned from 76 means banned from all Bethesda games. 4 days ago, I got an email telling me my account has been flagged for excess item creation. I had a mule character with a truckload of stuff on it. I had about 100 people on my friends list, and I muled items not only for myself, but many people that I played with. I also did take items left in paper bags by dupers, as I raided a few of their camps, but I never duped myself. The email said I could reply to explain how I might have so many items, and I did. I requested if the excess items were an issue that they could give me character wipes and lift my suspension. The email claims that if they don't hear from me within 96 hours, the suspension is permanent. I emailed back within hours of getting the email. It has now been 4 days and no reply. I tried to log in to create a ticket to find I can't log in at all. I can't log into the launcher, I can't log into the website, I can reset my password, but I can't log in. They haven't just banned me from Fallout 76, they've banned me from using every game on my Bethesda account. I did not have that much, but out of principle, this seems like a major dick move by a company. And furthermore, to leave me on read and tell me to reply to an email within 4 days and then not respond to my email and disable my ability to submit a ticket. I'm really upset, to put it politely. Ban me from 76. Fine. I got tired of the game after 600 hours anyway and got my money's worth out of the game. Leave me on read? Well, that's just rude. Ban me from everything I owned on my account? That's just fucked up. They also posted their emails in PDF, and they even gave an update, which makes the situation worse. Bethesda PM'd me on Reddit to escalate the issue to investigate. Still no emails. Also, for the record, January 13th, 2019 is the last day I played Fallout 76. I was banned on January 26th, 2019. I replied to the email as instructed within hours of receiving it, with no reply in the following 4 days. Today I submitted a request for an answer about my suspension, still waiting for a reply from that as well. At 4 PM Eastern Time, I received a PM on Reddit from a Bethesda rep, requesting information which I gladly provided, but I did not check my PMs until 11 PM. I'm currently still waiting on a response from Bethesda, but I understandingly do not expect a replay for several hours, as it is currently not business hours in the United States. I just wanted to make this post to bring awareness to the fact that it might be possible for false positives to occur for those who did not dupe themselves, and that losing access to your entire Bethesda.net account seemed a bit harsh, especially for those who didn't dupe themselves. And I also want to repeat the fact that do not use mods on Fallout 76 unless you want to get a ban. And I don't just mean like third-party applications like Cheat Engine or like the actual cheats. I'm talking like retextures and UI elements and stuff like that available on Nexus, as here's a post from Matt Grandstaff over on Reset Era on December 26th, 2018. We flagged the use of third-party applications within Fallout 76 because we do not want players exploiting the game in ways that provide a competitive advantage or negatively impact the servers and gameplay experience of others. That right there confirms that they do indeed ban people if they're getting an advantage or it negatively impacts the servers or gameplay experience, which could technically be an argument for any mod out there, as we don't know how installing client-side mods affects the actual server. For example, the inventory sorting mods, for all we know, it could be slightly affecting the servers. The chat mod could, for all we know, be impacting the servers. So does that mean the thousands of people that have downloaded those mods and use those mods on a regular basis, are they all going to get banned or just some of them? Now there is another thing that is going on in the Fallout 76 community right now, and that is all thanks to a Reddit post by someone named a midget stripper. And the title is, if you're done with Fallout 76, uninstall. The Bethesda launcher tracks game install/uninstall rates over time. No doubt this gets seen by upper management. If you want to see real change in Fallout 76, uninstall the game to send a tangible message the bosses can understand. Now, I do want to point out that I feel like there is some factual evidence that they do keep track of install and uninstall, and the reason I say that is because you cannot refund the game if you have installed the game, so I'm assuming they track it to some extent. I don't know if they track install and uninstall entirely, but since it is their own launcher, I'm sure they do keep track of that. It is a very important analytic for them, so I don't see why they wouldn't track it. So I want to know down in the comment section below, would you be willing to uninstall Fallout 76 just to send a message? And do you think enough people uninstalling the game would actually send a true message that the upper management can actually understand? I feel like whatever happens, the upper management won't understand. The upper management probably just thinks, flood it with more microtransactions, it'll make more money. That's probably their thought process process. That's why so many items are being added to the Atomic Shop. And to put in perspective how bad Fallout 76 sales truly are, without even looking at the discounts that you could find for the game itself, it looks like things are getting worse, as German stores are giving Fallout 76 away in very sad promos. Now, I want to make it very clear that they're not technically giving away Fallout 76, as you still technically have to pay a good amount of money. It's just essentially a bundle, a very sad bundle. So what are they talking about here? Well, GameStop are running a promotion in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland where anyone buying a used PlayStation 4 or Xbox One controller gets a free copy of Fallout 76. It's not even a used copy of the game, it's a brand new copy of the game on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, and all you need to do is buy a used official controller from either system. And there's also another situation, as GameStop aren't the only German retailer having trouble moving the game. The big electronics chain Saturn are also giving copies of the game away with the Fallout 76 Xbox One bundle, and that may sound really weird to you as it's the Fallout 76 Xbox One game bundle, but to clarify, that means you'd be getting an Xbox One, a copy of Fallout 76, and then another copy of Fallout 76, which is really cool if you need an Xbox One, you have a friend that has an Xbox One, and you both want to play Fallout 76. That's an amazing deal. And if you need a used controller for either the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, then that controller deal is also amazing as well. It shows you how bad the sales truly are when bundles like this are done. It's honestly mind-blowing that it is this bad. And that is everything that is currently going on right now with Fallout 76. I feel like every single time I make one of these negative videos and then things start settling down and I finally make, like, you know, positive video, and then bam, the atom bombs go off again. It's like never ending. It truly doesn't feel as if this is real. It feels like we're living in a damn nightmare. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, please smack that like button down below, subscribe to join the good fight if you haven't already, and ring that bell icon to stay updated on all of my future videos. It'd be super greatly appreciated as always. And until next time, this is Epoxy signing off.